What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Enlightened Fan Prince coming at you once again. Hopefully, everybody that's subscribed to my channel is doing well. For the people who've been rocking with me for years, keep rocking. Keep it strong, hang tight. Now, if it's your first time viewing this channel, like and subscribe. If you don't like what I have to say, that's fine. But I suggest you stick around for this message. And if you don't like what I have to say, hit that unlike button and leave a comment. No matter what, you still gave me a view. So it is what it is. Now, the algorithm has brought you to my channel to listen to what I have to say. Then fantastic. That's great. And if you are watching this video around children, then I will advise you, please remove children from your immediate vicinity, because as I say time and time again, my videos are not for children. Okay? Capiche? Capiche. Now, in regards to today's standing, and the reason why a lot of people keep missing the point and the strict sense of my content in which I post on my videos is because people do not understand this one thing. So many people are warped into conspiracy theories. And I don't even like using the term because it's ambiguous at best, and it's a really variant term because there's no such thing as a conspiracy theory, and a theory is something, as I said in previous videos before, it's something that can't be proven. But we can prove what a theory is based upon the competency of the person or the persons who are actually involving themselves with it. But when you have a direct and quote unquote factual basis upon documentation of what took place, then it's no longer a theory. See, relativity was a theory that they kicked into our minds in the public fool system and made us believe that the theory of relativity, everything is relative. But why do we live in a society where everything isn't relative? If everything's relative, how come the so-called species of living natural people cannot be relative? So that theory is false. Theories are theorems. Anyone who's been to college knows what a theorem is. The Pythagorean theorem is a theorem, but that existed 3,000 years before his actual birth. Who even knows if he was not even a fictional character? But not putting the carriage before the horse. Let's get back to the point. Society is the way it is today because people don't understand the individuality of self, the individuality of character. They don't understand that the secret society that you're supposed to have is within yourself. Why do I say this? Let me expound. Because you are supposed to be your most authentic self, irrespective of what's going on around you. See, you're dealing with people who have no characteristics or who have no genuine authenticity about themselves, and they will be influenced and swayed and moved by anything that comes by their way that fits their indoctrination. And yes, I said it. And yes, I might post this video up. It might be up here for 19 hours. And I might get like 67 views. That's fine. But those 67 views, may it be unto you into light speed that you get the content of what I'm saying. The people who you think are in control are not in control at all. You are in control at all times. It's just that you lose control when you allow yourself to think for 1 second. Even if you allow 1 second for these people to think that they can control you, then you're in trouble. You are not controlled by nothing. You are controlled by impulses and behaviors and unrestrained discipline that you have not practiced upon yourself. Now, let's get back to sovereignty. Sovereignty is the political office in which you hold in your own character, because in order for anything to actually have effect over you, it must be first what? Consented upon. Now, if it's not consented upon, then what does that mean? That means that you never gave your participation, you never gave any implementation of it over your life, and you gained the political master control over who you are, which is your spirituality. However, and I will say this to the offense of most people, and if you don't like what I have to say, then it is what it is. Christianity and religions have tainted the reality in which you live. In any other religion, any type of way of life is totally binding you unto a system that is compulsory, making you the tool for the manipulation of the benefit of the masses of the people for the few. And that's what I said, and I stand by that. Where is your religion? Religion ain't you know what I'm saying? It's not shit. It's bullshit. Spirituality, individuality is what this world requires. See, I know it's a lot of people who view my channel, and I know a lot of people who actually know for a simple fact that your people, if you know who I'm resonating with, your particular people that you deal with, they don't like you for some odd reason. You don't feel like you fit in. You don't feel as if you belong. You feel as if you're depressed. You're not depressed, you're repressed because you squeeze those negative entities out of your life. That's not depression. Who gives a fuck about the mental health journal? Who cares about all that shit? All they do is profit off of you not knowing who you are. They make money, therapists, so forth and so on, ad infinitum. It goes on. But you have to figure out who you are in this world. That is the most intrinsic knowledge. You can have a library, you can have books and books upon books, upon volumes, upon scripts, upon canvas, upon canvas. It doesn't matter. If you don't know who you are, did you really reach the ultimate truth? You didn't, because you let other people dictate to you who you were supposed to be. And you never reached the secret society. Masons don't run this shit. Bankers don't run this shit. They don't. Because you live in the vehicle of your avatar of who you are. You let other people dictate that to you, and you become that. You call yourself a construct. Black, white. There's no such thing. That's just duality. That's all it is. Pieces on the chessboard. And when it comes down to the intrinsic knowledge of the self, who are you really? See, if you ask the average person who they are, they will give you a title. A title. I'm a Baptist. I'm Christian. I'm this. I'm that. Who are you? They can't tell you. They can't tell you because they have been so deeply indoctrinated into believing into movements. Notice the word, movement, which means that you're moving a crowd of people to do what you want. So where is the divisive brain? The divisive brain comes from the form of manipulation through propaganda. Period. It comes from the manipulation of propaganda. Media. That's why I tell people all the time. You sit here on these channels, you sit here on these airwaves. This is media. Right now, this is media. Social media. Yes, it's controlled by myself. Yes, it is. Because if I didn't upload, you wouldn't hear my voice. But this is media controlled by people. Myself, the natural person. Trademark copyrighted. But at the same time, it's still media, which means it's available to the public. So anything available to the public, as long as it fits this particular narrative by Edward Bernays, the so-called father of propaganda. He ain't father of propaganda. He was just the first one to put it out there in the book. This game has been played for a long time, and it's a game nonetheless. But propaganda leads a culture. A culture is led by what is fed. And just like you feed cattle, you feed the public. And you just learn very significant truths in less than 10 minutes. That's factual. Straight up. The secret society of self is sovereignty. Having reason amongst your better capabilities. I don't give a fuck if you have a degree. I don't care if you have a Benz. I don't care if you own properties. I don't care. That's materialistic. What so does it profit you that you gain and lose at the same time? People dictate their life. We live in a materialistic society, a world bent on obtaining anything but themselves. It's people who walk out here in this world who literally can get up in the morning and put on a costume. See, Halloween ain't shit. People been Halloweening all year. If you cannot look at yourself and accept yourself for who you are and step out into the world for who you are, you don't know who you really are. You don't. You have no fucking clue. No clue. If you are a woman who has to get up in the morning and not embrace your natural beauty, you're living to somebody else's expectation. If you're a man who has to go out and posture before society, according to the material ideology, you're walking in the flesh. You're not walking in the spirit. Spirit profits everything. Soul profits more, but the physical will perish. The physical must die. That's your ego. See, the egotistical self is what the narcissistic society we live in thrives on. It thrives on that energy. It wants you to be low because that's what it is. If you can throw out a dollar amount in any sense, that's what people will vie for. Okay, well, I paid. Yes, you did. But the question is, when we talk about investments in the spiritual realm with universal credit, what did you invest in yourself? Did you invest time? Do you invest study? Or do you invest time into looking at what the world wants to see as opposed to what you want to see in yourself? This is the message for future generations. Future, because this generation is lost. Without voices like myself, which I know the supreme creators have guided me along this path, and I'm going to stick to it. You would never know. Am I saying I'm the be all end all? Of course the fuck not. All reverence to the ancestors. But the reality is, do you know who you are and what the secret society of self is and the intrinsic nature of your spirit is? Because obviously you live amongst a creature that does. Let that sink in for a minute. Let it sink in. Because if melanin is worth more than gold, I'll leave it at that. Think about that for a second. Facts. Tap into yourself. Secret society of self. You're the sovereign. You are because you are. Not what your mom and dad named you, but you are because you are. First time viewing this channel, like and subscribe. Agents, it is what it is. As I tell people before, time and time again, you'll never get down to the point of intrinsic knowledge until you figure out who you are and where you fit in this world. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to be a part of the in crowd. Be a part of the out crowd. Shout out to UGA. You feel? University of Georgia. Straight up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. I love y'all. To all the loyal ones who subscribe. If you actually wish to contact me via email. And I say this time and time again for people who view my videos, please leave a damn phone number. Is it so hard to understand? Damn. Leave a number so I can contact you directly. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You want to be all clandestine, that's fine. That's cool. Privacy is the respectability of anybody, any being. So that's fine. But if you wish to contact myself, please, in the video description, my email address is up there. I'll leave it in the comment section too. It is what it is. Now, I'm about to go play some Wolfenstein. I'm out. Stay tuned for the next upload.